Hello dear students, last class we have discussed about compound microscope and expression for magnification or magnifying power when final image lies at the least distance of distinct vision and the final image lies at infinity. And one thing I have forgotten to inform you, that is in case of compound microscope. So here we are going to use these two lenses. Among these two lenses, focal length and aperture of objective lens. In case of compound microscope, focal length and aperture of objective lens is less than focal length and aperture of eyepiece. That means objective has smaller focal length and aperture as that of focal length and aperture of this eyepiece. Or simply you can guess, so this lens is smaller in size, this one is bigger in size. Or you can write focal length of this objective greater than focal length of the eyepiece. Our objective has smaller aperture and focal length as that of eyepiece. So focal length of objective has a smaller, so this one is greater than, focal length of objective is less than focal length of the eyepiece, less than, L symbol. Okay, so today I am going to start another optical instrument. So that optical instrument is nothing but a telescope. So telescope, it is an optical instrument. So it is used to view the distant objects or heavenly bodies like stars, planets, etc. So in case of telescope, we are going to consider converging lenses, combination of converging lenses, or sometimes we are going to consider the combination of mirrors. On the basis of this, we are going to categorize a telescope as two types. The first one is a refracting type of a telescope and the second one is a reflecting type of telescope. In both the cases, this telescope is used to observe distant objects. Okay, so now I am going to start telescope. So direction of incident refracted light rays. Don't forget to plot the direction. Telescope. It is an optical instrument distant or heavenly bodies. Like stars, planets, etc. So this optical instrument is known as telescope. So there are two types in a telescope. Types of telescope. The first one is a refracting type of telescope. Refracting type. So in case of a refracting type of a telescope, we are going to use converging lenses, objective lenses and eyepiece. So in these two cases, we are going to prefer converging lenses. So in case of lenses, we can observe the refraction phenomena. Therefore, such type of telescopes are known as a refracting type of telescope. So these are made up of converging. So here we are going to use converging lenses to see the distant object. Distant objects. Examples for a refracting type of telescope. Astronomical telescope, and a terrestrial telescope. So these two telescopes are refracting type of telescopes. And second one, reflecting type of telescope. So in case of refracting a type of a telescope, so instead of a lens, we are going to prefer mirrors. So in actual practice, we are going to prefer a reflecting type of a telescope instead of a refracting type of telescope. So I will explain the reason why we are going to prefer a reflecting type of a telescope instead of a refracting type of a telescope. So in case of these optical instruments, so we are going to use large concave parabolic mirror. large concave parabolic mirror large concave spherical parabolic mirror. Large concave spherical parabolic mirror to see the distant objects. So examples for a reflecting type of telescope. Cassegrainian telescope, Newtonian telescope. So these two telescopes come under a reflecting type of telescopes. So here we are going to use converging lenses. Converging lenses are nothing but convex lenses. So here instead of these lenses we are going to prefer concave spherical mirrors. Large concave spherical parabolic mirror instead of objective lens. In the place of objective. In the place of objective to see the distant objects. Okay. Now let us see the experimental arrangement of a refracting type of telescope and a reflecting type of telescope. A refracting type of telescope. So refracting type of telescope. So first case again in case of refracting type of telescope we are going to prefer two types of settings. The first setting is final image lies at least distance of distinction, and the second one is final image lies at infinite distance. principal axis, optical center, ray through the optical center proceeds without any deviation, direction of incident light ray, direction of refracted light ray, another incident light ray, direction of incident light ray, another incident light ray, a refracted light ray, another incident light ray, a refracted light ray. So these light rays are from the object. That object lies at infinite distance. That object lies at infinite distance. So this pointer represents principal focus of the objective lens. This is our objective lens, eye lens. So in case of telescope, objective has a greater focal length and aperture as compared with the eyepiece. But in case of compound microscope, focal length of objective is less than focal length of the eyepiece. So here, the final image lies at least distance of distinct vision. So this is the image. B dash. So here we will get a divergent beam of light. So they never meet with each other in forward direction. By proceeding those two light rays in a backward direction, they are going to meet at some point, and that point lies at 25 centimeter from the optical center of the objective. So this is our final image. So final image, let us say A double dash B double dash. So optical center of the eyepiece, optical center of the objective. Focal length of the objective. So let us say this point be the focal length of eyepiece. So here object lies at infinity means in case of convex lens image should be at principal focus. But here view of direction is different. Here these light rays are parallel but not parallel to the principal axis. Light rays are parallel means object lies at infinite distance. So here these light rays are not parallel to the principal axis and hence they are going to meet at this point. And this intersecting point represents position of the image of the object. That object lies at infinite distance. Now this A dash B dash acts as object for this eyepiece. By adjusting the distance between A dash, B dash and optical center of the eyepiece by using rack and pinion screw in such a way that the final image A double dash and B double dash lies at least distance of distinct vision from the optical center of eyepiece. Therefore, this distance is equal to V subscript E, image distance, is equal to capital D, that is 25 centimeter, image distance or focal length of the objective, distance between optical center and the principal focus of the objective. This distance is focal length of the objective, or here this focal length of the objective is nothing but image distance. If you want you can write this is equal to V subscript O. Distance between focal length of the eyepiece and the optical center. This distance is known as focal length of the eyepiece. Objective eyepiece. So here we are observing that inverted image. Sorry. Then magnification of refracting type of telescope when the final image lies at least distance of distinct vision. Magnification so our magnifying power so it is represented by m. So this is equal to minus focal length of the objective divided by focal length of the eyepiece into 1 plus focal length of the eyepiece divided by least distance of distinct vision. So don't worry about the derivation. So here f subscript O, focal length of the objective f subscript E, focal length of the eyepiece D, least distance of distinct vision. So for 1 mark they may ask about this equation, and that ray diagram is for 2 mark. Plot the ray diagram of a refracting type of telescope when final image lies at least distance of distinct vision. So this is the case when final image image lies at least distance of distinct vision. That means at 25 centimeter. So A dash B dash is image of object, so which is lies at infinity, and A dash B dash acts as object for eyepiece. With respect to objective, A dash B dash is image. With respect to eyepiece, A dash B dash is object. And finally, image of A dash B dash lies at least distance of distinct vision. By adjusting the distance between optical center of the eyepiece and object A dash B dash. So here focal length of objective is greater than focal length of the eyepiece. Focal length has a greater focal length and aperture. Objective has greater focal length. Objective has a greater focal length and aperture as that of eyepiece. If you want, you can write objective has greater focal length and aperture. Objective has greater focal length and aperture as that of eyepiece. Okay. So next arrangement is final image lies at infinity. See here this negative sign represents final image is real inverted. Final image is real inverted. So refracting type of telescope and final image lies at infinity. Final image lies at infinity. Optical center of the eyepiece, optical center of the objective. So here final image lies at infinity. Our object is also lies at infinity. So here again these light rays are parallel to each other but not parallel to the principal axis. So they are going to meet at a point here, and this intersecting point represents position of the image. If these light rays are parallel to the principal axis, then they would meet at a point on the principal axis. That point is known as principal focus. So here principal focus means at this point. This point represents principal focus of the objective. But these refracted light rays are intersecting at this point. Therefore, this intersecting point represents position of the image. So again here image lies at principal focus of the objective, but this image is not greatly diminished. So let us say A dash B dash, direction of refracted light. objective lens eyepiece. The distance between optical center of the objective and position of the image, this distance is nothing but image distance or focal length of the objective. So final image lies at infinity means here A dash B dash is the object image of the object lies at infinite distance, but A dash B dash acts as object for this eyepiece. Now the distance between optical center of the eyepiece and position of A dash B dash is adjusted in such a way that final image lies at infinity. That means image of A dash B dash lies at infinity means this A dash B dash must be at principal focus of this eyepiece, because we know that in case of convex lens, when object lies at principal focus, its image lies at infinity. Therefore this point should be principal focus of the eyepiece, and also with respect to objective, this point represents principal focus of the objective, because object at infinity, image is at principal focus with respect to objective. With respect to eyepiece, object is at principal focus, image is at infinite distance. Therefore this point represents both focal length of the objective and focal length of the eyepiece. Therefore this distance is equal to focal length of the eyepiece. So here we will get a parallel light beam. Direction of refracted light rays. Final image is at infinity. And magnification or magnifying power of a refracting type of telescope when final image lies at infinity. So this is equal to focal length of the objective minus focal length of the objective divided by focal length of the eyepiece. So here negative sign represents final image is real inverted. Focal length eyepiece. So try to remember these equations, because it is helpful to solve the numericals in competitive examination. So in case of this refracting type of telescope, again the focal length of objective is greater than focal length of the eyepiece. Focal length of objective is greater than focal length of the eyepiece, and also it has a larger aperture as compared with the eyepiece. So this is the normal adjustment of the telescope. So in a normal adjustment, object lies at infinity, so image is also lies at infinity. In case of this normal adjustment, length of the telescope is given by focal length of the objective plus focal length of the eyepiece. So in a normal adjustment, normal adjustment means image lies at infinity. Length of the telescope or distance between optical center of the objective and optical center of the eyepiece, both are same, is equal to focal length of the objective plus focal length of the eyepiece. By simply observing this ray diagram, clearly object length, the size of the objective lens is greater than size of the eyepiece, and the basis of that we can say focal length of objective is greater than focal length of the eyepiece. But in case of compound microscope, focal length of the objective is less than focal length of the eyepiece. Reflecting type of telescope. So in case of a reflecting type of telescope, we are going to use mirrors, spherical mirrors. Especially object, in the place of objective, we are going to use a concave spherical parabolic mirror. So let us consider the experimental arrangement of this optical instrument. So this is a concave spherical mirror. Opaque surface. So this is a convex spherical surface. So let us consider the rays from the object lies at infinity. So infinity means here light rays are parallel with each other. So here these two light rays are parallel with each other. That means our object lies at infinite distance. Parallel light beam. So this is known as objective mirror. So this is known as a secondary mirror or a convex spherical mirror. So that one is primary, secondary. Eyepiece. Finally, we can observe the image through this eyepiece. So we know that nature of this concave spherical mirror. When parallel beam of light is made to incident on this concave spherical mirror, finally it produces convergent beam of light. So here light rays are parallel to each other, and hence after a reflection they are going to meet at a principal focus of this concave mirror. So principal focus of the concave mirror. So here this arrangement is in such a way that after a reflection the reflected light rays, before going to converge at a principal focus of the objective, again those light rays are reflected by secondary mirror or convex mirror. So let us say the principal focus lies somewhere behind this convex spherical mirror. Now reflected light rays, direction of reflected light ray, another reflected light ray. See here, by proceeding these reflected light rays, finally they are going to meet at principal focus of the concave mirror. But before going to converge at that point, again these two light rays are reflected from secondary mirror. So these two light rays acts as incident light rays for the secondary mirror. And after reflection, so finally they are going to meet at some point. This convergent light beam reflected from secondary mirror, and finally it produces convergent light beam, and hence we can observe the image through this eyepiece. So here object lies at infinite distance. then the light rays from the object is parallel to each other, and these light rays are incident light rays for this primary mirror or objective mirror. So here objective mirror is nothing but concave mirror, and after reflection, before going to meet at a principal focus of the objective, again these light rays are reflected from convex mirror and finally meet at some point in the eyepiece, and through the eyepiece we can observe the image of the object which is lies at infinite distance. Then magnification. Or magnifying power. M is equal to focal length of the objective divided by focal length of the eyepiece. That means focal length of this objective mirror divided by focal length of eyepiece. Focal length of the eyepiece. So this is equal to, so we can write this F is equal to R by 2. So this is the expression for magnification. So there is no derivation about this expression. Just recall this expression. So here R is nothing but radius of curvature. Focal length of the objective focal length of the eyepiece or radius of curvature. Okay. So now the theory part of this chapter is completed, and we just try to separate the formulae of this chapter, so then it becomes easy to solve the numericals. I hope you all understand this whole concept. Okay, so in next class I am going to take numericals about various formulae which are used in this ray optics.